Hey guys, what's up? Danny here, and today I'm gonna be talking about the weather, um, basically in the Atlantic. Um, right now, as y'all could tell, we have, the storm that the GFS was showing like towards the end of the month of September. Right? It formed, it became very, very intense. Right? But it was, and it turns out, you know, it was actually it formed a lot further north, right, than where it was expected to form, like somewhere down here. And this big high pressure is easily able to guide it out to sea and extremely far away from any land, pretty much. And, that storm is going to be extra tropical, and, eventually it's going to bring some rain and a little bit of wind to um, like Ireland, United Kingdom, and Iceland eventually. But at that point, it's not going to be a strong storm. So there's actually going to be a potential tropical storm that's going to form off the coast of North and South Carolina, and I don't really think it's going to be too major. But um, if we take a look at the current Atlantic, and as you could tell, 7-day graphical tropical outlook, and then if you look at the 7 days, there's a 30% chance of cyclone formation. So let's just kind of read about this. Um, let's see. Yeah, so a non-tropical area of low pressure is forecast to form near the southeastern coast of the United States late this week. The system could acquire some subtropical characteristics this weekend if it remains offshore while it moves generally northward, right? So definitely something to look out for. And then we have a 70% chance of cyclone formation in the next 7 days over here, right? So what would that be? What would that cyclone be? So basically, it right here you could tell that there is a pretty big wave coming up, and eventually, it's gonna form, develop some characteristics. And obviously we are still too far out to know what's going to be going on. But all I know is that there's going to be some type of hurricane, right, that's going to be in the Atlantic, right, in the beginning of October. Right now, where it goes, right, we're not completely sure yet, right? It's way too early right now to even know. But as you could tell, even the Canadian model is showing the storm. But so far the models kind of show it just forming and then just going out to sea. But there is high pressure to its north, so it could be steered towards the east coast. We just have to wait some time and see what happens. But the European model, again, it shows another storm forming, but it shows it being guided very, very far north up here. So definitely no coastal impacts. But um, you know to get a better idea of like what could happen in the future, right? What we could take a look at right now is, let's see, COD meteorology, and we could take a look at all of the GEFS ensembles, right? Which would, you know, kind of entail, are there any hurricanes that are going to be, coming through, right? So, if we continue through the models, right? Obviously, a lot of these GFS model ensembles, they show that, you know, a tropical storm forming. This is a forecast star 108, 172. And then, yeah, as we go through the model, wait, let's take a look at the 12Z since it's more accurate. C12Z, and then, yeah, see. So yeah, yet again, yeah, we have that system that's gonna be forming and stuff. And if it does form off the, um, South Carolina, North Carolina coastline, then it could be a tropical depression slash tropical storm. But if it does, head further, north and form like a little bit closer to Jersey, then it'll just be like a subtropical system, and it'll just be extremely weak overall. And yeah, but um So let's see, are any of these ensembles, some of these ensembles show a tropical storm forming down here in the Gulf of Mexico, and then a storm over here in our forecast hour 306 October 1st. One of these ensembles shows a hurricane forming off the coast of the U.S., but it never impacts the U.S. Right, so we just have to kind of wait some time and see what's gonna happen in the future, since it's way too early right now to kind of determine what's gonna happen. But yeah, so that's, we got this and that going on, nothing really too major as of right now. Yeah, if we take a look at the GEPS, this is the Canadian model, see if there's any type of ensembles that are showing anything cool in the North Atlantic. Let's see. Take a look at ensemble member MSLP. You could see here all of these dark, like orange or like yellow circles that you see, those are potential storms that could form in the future, right? And you know interestingly enough, there's kind of some ensemble agreement on a storm forming in late October, October 4th, that's coming in from the south over here. Now, how did Hurricane Sandy track it? Started over here, and then it kind of went up the coast. So there's agreement with some of these, a lot of these ensemble members actually, that there is going to be some type of tropical formation towards the end of the period here on the GEPS model. And yeah, so we got the EPS. Let's see what it shows when it comes to hurricanes. And obviously we have the cyclone formation here going on, and more than likely all of the models kind of take it out more to sea, but looks like there's some members that are also keeping it a little closer to the coast, but that might be likely that it's just going to go out to sea. And yeah, so these ensembles are very, very nice to look at, I feel like, and then you take a look at the GFS, and then we got you know some of the members, see, this is the tropical wave over here, and then as we go through, a lot of them showing it going out to sea, but then some of them show this storm forming in like this type of area at towards the end of September. Now the peak of hurricane season is around like September 10th and everything, I'm pretty sure. So again, we're still highly in the peak of like hurricane season right now, right? And we still gotta watch out for a lot of these storms. So let me see the there's like a weather page, Mike's weather page. Let's see what we got going on right now. And again, this was the storm. It's just gonna go out to sea. It's Nigel, Hurricane Nigel. That's what you call it, yeah. So that's about it. And then here we have Nigel's track, and so this triangular track is if Nigel continues its path straight from where it's at right now, then it'll end up going towards Maine. But obviously it's gonna shift because of the high pressure that's in place. And yeah, so we have a lot of like flash flood warnings, right? Because we got a bunch of flooding going on, just a lot of precipitation. Current water temperatures, let's see where they're at right now, 27 degrees. That's about 80 degrees. And then 25 to 27. Let's do translation. So 70 is 21. 23 is around 74, 75. 25 is like 78. And yeah, so any yellow or orange areas, those are areas that tropical formations are pretty likely to occur, right? So again, the main thing we have to look after is this area right here. You see how the temperatures are 31 degrees Celsius. That's 88 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 31 to 33 degrees. So that means that the temperatures are from 88 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is extremely hot, which would definitely favor a lot of hurricane formation and everything in that type of region. That's why the GFS and other models are showing some storms in and around this and this area. And that's something we need to look after extremely closely, because that's just type of stuff that's going to be going down. And again, severe weather. We have some severe weather that's going to be going on the next couple of days over in Oklahoma, northern Texas, southern Kansas, and yeah, just pretty much just all of these like areas and stuff, kind of like just the middle of Tornado Alley, just some severe weather possible, and we take a look at the satellite over here. As you can tell right now, we got this big hurricane just absolutely far out in the sea right now. No impacts whatsoever to the East Coast. And then we have this lineup of tropical waves that is coming towards the United States. Now, these tropical waves have a lot of potential to be extremely strong and, obviously just turn into a hurricane, right? Because, there's a lot of them. And that's why the ensembles for the GFS, they're showing, they're showing all these storms like just, forming, popping up and everything. So yeah, all these areas they gotta watch out. Let's see, some storms forming over here along the front, and I think we have a lot of Saharan dust too. Yeah, you can see all the dust coming from Africa over here. That's a lot of dust, yeah. So that's the current satellite view. And then yeah, if we keep on scrolling down, yeah, look at that Saharan dust forecast. Let's see, so here we got 22 U.S. Department of Commerce National Service North Atlantic Hurricane Tracking Chart. So this is for yeah. So this is so far for this year, and like how storms have tracked and everything for 2023. And so yeah, we had this hurricane come through over here, major hurricane impacting Florida. And yeah, let's see. U.S. drought monitor. Let's see how the drought is doing. So, there's a drought here in the southeast, so there's gonna be some rain with thunderstorms coming down, so that could definitely help the drought out a lot. And then here in Jersey, the northeast, really no drought at all. We've been receiving a ton of rain, and we're gonna get even more rain in the near future and stuff. So here we got the UV index forecast. Obviously, it's going a lot down, a lot lower than what it was previously, mainly because obviously it's the fall season now, and fall is literally right around the corner. And yeah, that's crazy. And then tropical intensity index, obviously we're gonna have a lot of areas that are gonna form tropical storms within this entire south region. As you can tell, water temperatures are extremely warm over here, and yeah, anything above 80 degrees throughout this area, right? This is where tropical storms are most likely to intensify with very little wind shear. These storms are going to get extremely powerful. So obviously tropical intensity index over here, a lot of red in and around this region. So y'all just got to watch out, be careful for everything. And yeah, so that's it. Let me check the NAM 12KM model. Let's see what we're showing. So definitely it shows a blob of just precipitation that's forming, right? And the water temperatures there are extremely warm, so it could there could be something that forms in that type of region. So take a look at the RGEM. Wow, yeah, it shows the low pressure forming much quicker than and it shows a lot of rain coming into North and South Carolina. So either way, North and South Carolina are going to get pummeled with, especially the coastal regions, they're going to get a ton of rainfall from this one system because of the extremely warm water temperatures and favorable conditions for tropical storm development. So that is probably going to end up being a tropical depression or storm. So wind impacts aren't going to be too much, except at the immediate coast, and wave heights could be a little high, but it's going to be a lot of flooding there for sure. That's what I think right now. And yeah, so let's see current storms. Hurricane Nigel. Some tracks have it hitting over here. And yeah, so yeah, and that's about it though. So hope you guys enjoyed this weather update and everything. So we'll keep a really close eye on these hurricanes and everything. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you all have a great day and peace out.